Hello and welcome to TechTud. So in the last lecture, we studied how to use quantifiers in tuple relational queries. Now in last lecture, we only used there exist quantifier. Okay, but this there exist and for all, that is universal quantifier and existential quantifier, both are interchangeable with with some combination of negation sign. So these transformations, which are basically well formed formula of predicate logic, we have to understand. Okay, so you need not to remember any one of them. It is pretty basic and you can use it like whenever it will come, you can understand and you can use it. So let's start with the first well formed formula or first transformation formula. It is for all x, px is equivalent to not there exist x, not px. Okay. So there is a trick to understand this. When negation sign moves right to the existential quantifier or universal quantifier, I mean any quantifier, it changes the quantification type. That is, when this negation sign will move right to there exist, it will become for all and not. I mean, we will have some predicate here, we will have some predicate here. Similarly, when it is for all, when negation sign moves in right direction, okay, right to this quantifier, it will become there exist. So now you see it is pretty simple. If I take there exist x and then px, and if I take two negation sign which is like equivalent, and then what will happen, it will just, and then this negation sign moves inside. So once it moves inside to this universal universal quantifier, this quantification changes to there exist, so it will become negation of there exist x and then not of px, right? Not of px. So you can see this above formula is basically derivation like this. Okay, so it is not, I mean, you need not to remember this, right? Whenever this negation sign is moving inside, you can change the quantification. Similarly, you can say that if I have here there exists x, okay, and then px, it is equivalent to saying not of for all x, okay, not of px, right? So if you understand this thing, you can understand this. I'm taking, let's say, two negation sign here, okay, and then there exists x, okay, px. When one negation moves inside, so this quantification will change and this will become for all. So we will have for all x and then negation of px. Okay, so it's very simple. Let's see the next formula. Here it's for all x, px and qx. Okay, so we apply the same method here and we take two negation sign here. So once a negation sign moves inwards, it will become negation of there exists x, okay, and then negation of px and qx, right? But when we break this again using De Morgan's law, it will become not of px, okay, or not of qx. Okay, so understand this once again. What I'm saying is we have this ax, px, I mean for all x, px and qx. So I'm taking two negation sign which is cancelling each other. Then for every x, px and qx, right? Fine. Now I will take this negation sign and move inward. So if I move inward, it will become negation of, so the quantification will change, right? So it will become there exists x, then not of px and qx. Fine. Now from De Morgan's law we know that a bar a plus b, or sorry, in this case we have a dot b bar equal to, what do we write? A bar plus b bar, right? Similarly, this negation sign is here bar, okay, and we have a and b, okay. So once we break this and we move negation inside, this will become or. So we will have negation of there exists x and then not px or not qx, okay. So this was very simple, right? So the everywhere you have to use the same method or same trick, that once negation sign move inward, you have to change the quantification. Let's see the other formula. Similarly, here we have for all x, px or qx, right? So if you apply the same method by taking two negation sign and moving one inside, then this for all will be changing into there exist, and then this will have not of px or qx, and when you apply De Morgan's theorem, this will become not px and not qx, right? So not px and not qx, okay. And these are again for it was for universal quantifier, and these are for existential quantifier. So again we are applying the same thing, same method, okay, by taking two negation sign. So this I believe is very simple and very clear. You need not to remember anything. If you are not getting, go through the video once again, and you can ask your question always in the doubt section of tech2.com. So see you in the next lecture, where we will be solving a few more examples, and we will be working on transformation. So how we can transform existential to universal. That's all for the lecture. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you want us to create more such videos, please don't hesitate to like, share and subscribe to TechTud.